the malaika would say, كذبت, you are lying. إنما فعلته ليقال عالم إنما عملته ليقال عالم وقد قيل. You did it because you wanted people to say, MashaAllah, he's a big sheikh, he's alim, he's famous on YouTube or whatever, Instagram it is, inshallah. Today you have no reward. Everything that you wanted, we gave you in the dunya. You wanted to be famous. You wanted to be a star. So we made you a star. Here is your stardom, subhanallah. You wanted to be a star, and you got your reward in the dunya. You have nothing today with us. So Allah would order the angels, they would grab him by his feet and throw him in the hellfire. He would be the first person to go. These are the first people who would be judged, who would be at the bottom of the hellfire, which is the worst of the worst, before the mushrikeen and the kuffar. The first person, subhanallah. That's why this deen, if we're not sincere, it could be the best thing or the worst thing, depending on our sincerity. That's why in deen you have to be honest. You have to be sincere. You have to be truth. You have to be truthful with Allah. You cannot lie to Allah. Allah knows your secret. Allah knows us before He created us. He told us, I knew you when you were earth. Then I knew you when you were in the womb of your mother. Do not purify yourself. Do not say, I'm pious. Do not purify yourself. I know who is the pious among you. Subhanallah. Subhanallah. هو أعلم بكم وإذا أنتم أجنة في بطون أمهاتكم فلا تزكوا أنفسكم هو أعلم بمن اتقى. Do not say, I'm pious. And that's why when we see a brother or a sister, they are on iman, they are on deen, we say, MashaAllah, we know them to be a good person, but we can never guarantee for them anything. Because we don't know their heart. We never open their heart. We never open anybody's heart to see. You don't know me. Subhanallah. Only Allah knows what is in the hearts. In the day of judgment, the secrets would be open. يَوْمَ تُبْلَى السَّرَائِرْ فَمَا لَهُ مِنْ قُوَّةٍ وَلَا نَاصِرٍ. In the day of judgment, everything that we hide in our heart is going to be open like a book in front of us. And on that day, we're going to know who's sincere, who is not. Who did the deeds for the sake of Allah, who didn't do the deed for the sake of Allah. Who's pretending to be Muslim, who's a real Muslim. Who's a fake Muslim, who's a munafiq. It's all going to be obvious because it's in the heart. That's why niyatul mu'min khayrun min amali. Most of the books of hadith, they start with sincere intention. Most of the book of hadith, they start with purify your intention. Clarify your intention and make it for the sake of Allah. Because Allah does not accept anything that is associated with Him. The second person that Allah is going to judge is a person who gave charity. Allah gave him a lot of money. Then he would come on the day of judgment. Allah is going to tell him, my servant, didn't I give you a lot of money? He would say, yes, oh Allah. What did you do with it? And each one of us, Allah is going to ask us. We're not going to have a turjuman. We're not going to have a hijab between us and Allah. Each one of us is going to come in front of Allah one by one. There is plenty of time. Allah is going to ask us about the ni'mah that He gave us and what did you do with it? I gave you life. What did you do with it? I gave you 50 years of life. What did you do with it? I gave you your youth. What did you do with it? I gave you the Quran. Did you learn it? Did you understand it? What did you do with it? I gave you knowledge. What did you do with it? Allah is going to ask you about all the ni'mah that He gave us. It looks free today. We play with it as we want, but to Allah is counted. Everything is recorded. Every word you say, the angels keep writing. مَا يَلْفِظُ مِنْ قَوْلٍ إِلَّا لَدَيْهِ رَقِيبٌ عَتِيدٌ. Everything that we say is going to be recorded. Allah knows what is in the heart. Subhanallah. يَعْلَمُ خَائِنَةَ الْأَعْيُنِ وَمَا تُخْفِي الصُّدُورُ. Allah knows what is in the heart, and He knows what is the خَائِنَةَ الْأَعْيُنِ. He knows the deceiving eye. Allah knows. Subhanallah. We need to come clean. We cannot play games with Allah. If you say you're a Muslim, be a good Muslim while you're at it. Be a sincere Muslim, because that's the only one that is accepted. The worst thing that can happen to somebody, he says, I'm a Muslim, and his heart is fake. That's nifaq. That's nifaq. The person become a munafiq. And these are the first people who will be thrown in the lowest level of the hellfire. إِنَّ الْمُنَافِقِينَ فِي الدَّرْكِ الْأَسْفَلِ مِنَ النَّارِ. The munafiqeen are in the lowest part of the hellfire. May Allah save us. So the third person that Allah is going to judge in the day of judgment, these are the first people that Allah will judge, is a person who fought in the sake of Allah and became shaheed. He would say, oh Allah, I died shaheed for your sake, I fought for your sake, fi sabilillah. Allah would tell him, kadhabt, you did it because you wanted people to say you're brave. You wanted people to sing your praises, and it's already done in the dunya. You didn't do it for me. The rich person who gave charity, Allah would tell them you lied. You wanted people to say you were generous, you're a nice person.
Allahu A'lam, maybe they were recording what they were doing in terms of good deeds. Allah says it's done. You did it for the people. We give you the reward for the people. People thought you were a generous person, and you have the reward with the people. Subhanallah. In the day of judgment, the people who do things for other people than Allah, the people who do deeds and mix them with Allah Azza wa Jal, Allah would bring them in the day of judgment and say, اذهبوا للذين كنتم تراؤون بأعمالكم هل تجدوا عندهم جزاء هل تجدوا عندهم من جزاء أو كما قال. Go to the ones that you used to show off to them. Are they going to give you anything? Go find your reward with them. You wanted to do the deeds for them, right? You wanted them to be happy with you instead of seeking the pleasure of Allah. Subhanallah. So ikhwati wa hibbah, inshallah, time never does us justice, inshallah. We'll continue this tomorrow, inshallah, if we're among the people of the dunya. Please go to the sufra, do dua for the brothers and sisters who bring the food. May Allah Azza wa Jal grant them, expand their rizq. May Allah Azza wa Jal grant all of us success in this world and the hereafter. May Allah make our deeds sincere. May Allah accept our deeds and cleanse them according to His standard. Oh Allah, we did not worship You the way You deserve to be worshipped. If You do not forgive us, we're afraid to be among the losers. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين جزاكم الله خير.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.